Fine. Understanding a woman. I remember seeing this post, which was very common on WhatsApp, where they posted a very big book. I think it was as big as a car, and it was written "Understanding a Woman." Very, very big book, my brother, where you need even a JCB to open it up. Understanding a Woman. Now, that speaks volumes about women, that it is difficult to understand a woman. And I have met many people who come to me and say, Mr. Ndiweni, my wife is difficult. Some are saying, no, I don't understand my wife. My wife is difficult. And then I always say, your wife is not difficult. It is difficult to be a woman. You will see during our presentation that it is very difficult to be a woman. Very, very, very difficult. A woman goes through a lot. So you need to understand a woman. By the way, I've been married for 23 years. I've been married for 23 years. And during the course of marriage, at one point I decided to say, wait, how can I do things better? Or why is my wife behaving the way she's behaving? Then I decided to research, to read and find out, so that I will understand. Right? The first book that I read was this one. Men are from Mars and women are from Venus. These are different planets. So it means men are coming from another planet where they speak a different language, where they do things differently. And the woman comes from another planet as well, which is what? Venus. And they speak another language there. They do things differently. So for you to understand or to bring these two together, you need to research and find out. Right. Right. So my topic is understanding a woman. Hosea 4 verse 6 says, my people are destroyed from lack of knowledge. So knowledge is key. It is very, very important to, as a man of action, you need to be a reader. You need to be a reader as a man of action. Invest in knowledge, because when you invest in knowledge, it pays less interest, because you reap where you sow. That's why you find there are many successful professionals, like lawyers. Are there any lawyers here? Right, lawyers. Let me just talk about lawyers. Right. They spend 5 years, 6 years studying law, and 0 years studying relationships. And this is the reason why the divorce rate is very high among the professionals. Because they spend more time on their profession and 0 years on relationships. So invest in marriage, because marriage does not just happen. It does not just happen. It is caused to happen. You have to work. Actually, when you are getting into marriage, you have to work. You are getting into work. You are working. Yeah. For it to work. Men and women are different, and they see life at different angles. That's why the other one is from another planet, the other one is from another planet. Then scientifically, there are about 1,000 genetical differences between a woman and a man. So if you are a man of action, you need to find out and investigate what are these differences. Knowing the differences can save you from stress, my brother. It can save you from stress, because you begin to do things with intentionality. You don't just do things like that. There is this quotation that I like. He says, where ignorance is the master, there is no possibility of peace. there is no possibility of peace. So we have to find out differences between a man and a woman. Number one, women are family oriented and men are work oriented. Women are family oriented and women are work oriented. Right? If you look at our bodies, naturally, our bodies, physically, we are physically stronger. Our structure was built in such a way that we are supposed to what? Work. Because the first thing that a man was given, he was given to take care of the garden. So God made us to be physically fit so that we could work. But if you look at a woman, the body is, not so strong. Not so strong. Because a woman was designed to take care of the family. The first thing that Adam was given was work. The first thing that Eve was given was family, which is Adam. Right. This is the reason why you find a man will leave the family to go and work outside the country. This is the reason why you are here. We left Zimbabwe to come, maybe we left our families there and to come and work here in Botswana. We don't have a problem with that as men. We can leave our family and go and work outside. But a woman will leave work to go and join the family. Each one is chasing what is important to him or her. Right. Now, then, when God designed men, He designed him in such a way that there is a very special hormone called testosterone which flows in men. And this hormone cushions a man when he has stress related to work. But in a woman, what flows there is a hormone called cortisol. And this hormone flows in a woman and causes a woman to have stress as a result of work. And as a result of this hormone, you find that it lowers her immune system, causing her to have conditions like cancer as a result of that. Because if your immune system is suppressed, such conditions will set in. Right. So a man was designed physically stronger and he has testosterone to cushion him when he is having stress. A woman is not like that. Actually men break in as far as work is concerned. You find someone saying, hey, yesterday, my brother, I knocked off at 11 p.m. I was still in my office 11 p.m. my brother. And the other one is saying, you left at 11. Myself, I slept at work. I slept at work. Right. They are not complaining, they are breaking about work. Because men, we are so excited when we are talking about work. That's why I say, if you are a man and you stop working, you start dying gradually. So every time you have to be working. Even when you have retired, don't say I have retired and I have to spend the whole day sitting, doing a lot of nothing. You die faster. That's why people who retire, if they have nothing tangible to do, in most cases, they move, they die faster. So as a man, you must be doing something. You have to be doing something every time. Right. A working woman feels uncomfortable with a man, married man. Right. Actually, I say that when men are classifying people, they classify them according to what they do. Now, let's say you meet your friend like you last saw him when you were still at school. The first thing that you do is say, hello, my brother. How are you? What are you doing now? Where are you working? That's the first thing that men ask. Where are you working, my brother? Then he says, I am looking for work. Then the man will see him as a liability. he's not going to take his number, even his card. But when he says, I am a manager of APSA, my brother, I'm a manager of APSA. Right? And he said, yes, my guy. This is my guy. Can I have your number? Can I have your number? Because that's what is important to men. But women, when they meet, hello, yeah, how are you? Are you married now? How many children do you have? They don't talk about employment. They talk about what matters to them. And what matters to them is what? Family. How many children do you have? And in most cases, they will be in their phone, they will have the photos. Look at this is my firstborn, this is my secondborn, I have only children, this is my young boy, he's in form one, They like that. But when you ask a man about his children, some men don't even know how many children they have. I'm telling you. Let alone when you ask them about the date of birth, what is the date of birth of your firstborn? Men have no clue. They don't have any clue. Even myself, when you ask me about my firstborn, lastborn, I will start I'm not very sure. But a woman will just give like that. Like that. My wife knows the friends of my boys. Even the teachers and their friends, everything. Men are not concerned about that. Right. Right. And second difference is that men are project oriented. They like the project, and women like the process. Right. And for a man, when a man gets married, to him, when he gets married, the project has been accomplished. He just sits down and says, I'm married, it's fine. I'm done. That's what he says. I'm done. But to a woman, that's the beginning. That's the beginning. Now, that's when you say, now that I'm married to you, I have to start changing you now. So that you fit into my system. But to a man, he says, I'm done. That's it. This is the reason why men, after getting married, he will stop calling the wife. Because to him, it's a project that has been accomplished. Why do you have to worry about the fish that is in the fridge? To a man, when he gets what he gets, he says it's like someone who is like a hunter. When you hunt and you kill an antelope, do you have to keep on running? No. To a man, he says, I'm done. This is the time for me to relax. But a woman, that's the beginning, my brother, to change you. To say, oh, this man, you are like this. Now I want you to be like this. That's the beginning. You know, men target to achieve, and after that, he's not interested in the process. He becomes demotivated. He loses energy. This is the reason why women complain. To say, you guys, they don't phone. They don't phone. You know, before, or when you are chasing for a woman, you are phoning every now and then. But once you get married, you stop all those things. You stop buying this, you stop buying that, this and that. Because to you, it's a project that has been accomplished. Right. So, what are the implications for this? Involve your woman or your wife in the process. In everything that you do, involve her. For those who are not married, make sure that your wife or the woman that you're going to marry is the one who picks up everything, including the flowers for the wedding, the colors for the wedding, the decor, everything. And don't rush them. How many of you have accompanied your wife going for shopping? Or who like accompanying your wife? I like it. That's my number one. How many don't? Let's be honest. Right. I'm also one of those. Hey, Matata, my brother. Going for shopping. My brother. Yeah. You know, with a man, when I want to buy a car key, I'm so a fanatic for khakis. So when I go, I buy a khaki, I know where to buy it. I just go to that shop, or it's kept red. That's why I buy my khakis from. So I go there, buy. Okay. For a woman. I went one day to Game City. We started a CB. He called all these shop assistants. She wanted to buy shoes. Bring shoes. Not only one, shoes, all the colors. Put them here. She started sizing them up. She knows the size. But she put in, testing. Right. And then she says, no, I don't want this high heel. I want flat one. They bring. Me, I'm still there just watching. And you could see the frustration in the shop owner. Why is she going to buy this woman? Right. And then after that, she says, no, I don't want this. Let's go to another shop. The same process starts. Again, people have to bring in the clothes. She has to fit in. After fitting, she says, no, let's go to another one. You'll be just following also. And you'll be suffering inside, I know. But you have to follow and smile and pretend as if things are okay. Because otherwise, if you show a sad face again, why am I angry? Same issue again. Why am I angry? Right. So we are saying, let's take them for shopping, yes? Maybe, how best do you go about that one, guys? We can get a solution here. How do you go about it when it comes to shopping? Do you suffer in silence, or you have a way, you design a way? Say, okay, maybe you go and drop here at Game City, then you go somewhere and say, I will come and pick you after 2 hours. They don't like that. You have to be following your person. So women are like that everywhere. Right. Okay, next thing. Right. Now, when it comes to sex as well, women enjoy the process and men enjoy the project. Men are just project oriented. They just do one thing and accomplish it, they are done. But women want to go through the process. They enjoy that. You know, a man can go from 0 to 100 to have sex. That's a man. A man can go from prayer to sex and back to prayer. That's it. A woman is not like that, my brother. He has to go through that process. Where you have to start in the morning. When you kiss her, when you hug her, when you send those messages to say, I love you. I love you. All that is preparing her for the night ministry at night. So she has to go through that process. You know, someone was saying men are like gas cooker. They just go 0 to 100. There may be bullets outside, people shooting, but the man already is ready anytime. But a woman is like an electric cooker, small more, bit by bit. So that's the process. Right. Now this is the reason why married men are horrible. My brothers, those who are married, like me, we are all horrible when it comes to marital sex. Because we don't waste time as men. We don't waste time as men. We just go straight. We go straight. Kiss once, then after that, we are done. And after that, we are snoring. And the woman is so frustrated. This man. When he begins to say, now I am in the mood, you are done. This is the reason why when you climax, a woman wants to cuddle, and you want to separate. You are done. Now, if your wife could rate you, sensual, to say, how are you like in bed? My brother, from 0 to 10, on a scale of 0 to 10, some of us, you will be shocked when we score a minus 10 or minus 9. When your wife will be, without anyone influencing it, say, I want to give or to rate my husband in as far as it is concerned. You'll be shocked. I remember after graduating as a teacher, we were sent to the village, and then after 5 or so years, the government introduced a system where the headmaster, the PTA chairperson, the students were supposed to assess the teacher to find out whether the teacher was still worthy to be called a teacher. So they would sit down and assess. And then I remember that time where they assessed someone and then they recommended that person to go for retraining for 6 months. Did you hear what I said? You are a qualified teacher. You have qualified a certificate. And then the minister says they must assess you. Sit down and find out whether you are still worthy to be called a teacher. And if not, 6 months, 3 months, retraining. So what am I saying? I'm saying sometimes our women, after assessing us and rating us, giving us a minus mark, they will recommend us for retraining. To say, you are a useless man. I'm not feeling anything. So go for retraining. I don't know where you will go. But because I'm not feeling anything. Right. And then the other difference between a woman and a man is that men are territorial positionally and women are territorial emotionally. Positionally, women are threatened about anything that threatens their emotions. That's why there's a big issue concerning mother-in-law and daughter-in-law. There's a big issue. Daughter-in-law and mother-in-law. I'm telling you. The only thing that is there is a competition for attention. Who is getting attention now? So it is you who's going to get my son's attention. Do you know that this son slept here for 9 months? And you now he's marrying you, then he's going to be buying things for you and not for me. That's the ball of contention. Or otherwise, any other thing that is there is just a story. It's all about attention. Men don't worry about control. Because a woman is visually controlling everything. You see the way I'm dressed. My wife determined the tie, determined the shirt, the trousers, and the shoes. I tried to say, no, can I put on brown? I said, no, you can't put on brown. Put on black. And this, and this, and this. Women determine everything. Even the place where you stay, it's a woman who determines it. The school where your children are attending. Mr. Pepe, you didn't choose anything, my brother. You're just following like this. Now we're going to Polizan. Okay. Now we're going to Jogwe. You just follow. Women determine everything. And for us men, nothing wrong with that. We don't see any threat in that. But what threatens a man is the position. If you take the position, my brother, you have taken everything from a man. And the man will run away in order to get that position back. Because he needs the position. Otherwise, everything, the food that we eat is determined by our women. As we only want one thing, position of a man. Right, let's go on. Right. This is another difference between a man and a woman. The mind of a woman. Very interesting. Someone was saying the mind of a woman is like a big box. You know, big box. Everything about a woman is in that box. That box, in one box. Past, present, and future. Everything. One box. And what is interesting that in that box, it is rotating. Like this. It's rotating, going around. When it stops, a woman will just fish out. Something that happened in 2001. It has just come in front and start asking you, why didn't your mother dance during our wedding? 2001. As a man, you say, 2001, I think you are still thinking about it. Yes. And she starts crying. Your mother taking days during our wedding. Why? Hey, now. How is this coming in? Now, it has just rotated, my brother. It's rotating. When it stops here, she just fished it out. 2001, past, present, and future. She might talk about something that will happen 10 years to come. Talking about it. It's rotating. But a man's mind is in compartment. There's a compartment for everything. When a man is discussing something here, he goes to get the compartment, puts it here, that compartment, and deal with that problem. After dealing with it, he takes the compartment without shaking it, takes it back, put it back, to put it there. This is the reason why when you are discussing with your wife, at the end of the discussion, in most cases, most men are confused to say, by the way, what are we talking about? How many have experienced that? Right. What are we talking about here? You are talking about school fees, but you find things that happened in 2010 during World Cup. You have been forgotten. By the way, a woman does not forget. Because she uses two sides of the brain. The memory is too big. I don't know how many gigabytes or which one is bigger, gigabytes or terabytes or what. Everything is stored there. Even those things that you think we have solved, still there. You ask me one thing, but a man forgets. Right. Now, a woman's mind is also negative oriented. You can be doing 90% things right as a man. Paying school fees, buying food, and then there's only 10% that you are not doing right. And a woman will focus on where? On which one? 90%. 10% that you are not doing right. And what she does to that 10%, she's going to add it, multiply it, expand it, and forget about what? 90%. That's a woman for you. Don't run away. Women are like that all over. I've asked men. I'm a counselor, by the way, so I deal with many people. And major complaint of men that women, my wife will be asking me about this, but I pay school fee, I do this and that, I do this and that, do this and that. Then that 2% is going to multiply it, expand it, and add it so that it magnifies it. That's a woman for you. Because a woman is a fixer by nature. He picks up details. He wants it to be in order. He uses two sides of the brain, so he picks a lot of detail. That's why a woman, when he comes here, he will see that things are not in order here. That chair is not supposed to be there. She puts it somewhere there. That thing is not supposed to be there. She puts it there. They like order. They are orderly. Women are orderly. But a man, those who are single, if you go to their bedroom right now, or if we can see their bedroom right now, right, you find a heap of clothes on the bed, and maybe a suitcase also on the bed, and the laptop on the bed. When he wants to sleep, he just creates a line, just a small line, where he's going to sleep. And you sleep soundly like a baby. Soundly like a baby. Yet things are in 6s and 7s. That's a man for you. But a woman, first thing, let's put things in order. Right. So a woman's mind has a larger memory, can see sideways. A woman can come here, 2 minutes, already has studied all of you here. And he knows that there is that gentleman there, there is that one there. 2 minutes. Do you know that even the woman that you are married to, she's the one who saw you first? You are not the one who saw you first, Mr. Boyle. She's the one who saw you first. And then she started parading herself so that you can see her and say something. Women are smart. You know, a woman can be gossiping about somebody here, and the person will be here. And then they're gossiping the person. And for a man, if he's gossiping with the man will say, who? You want to change to see. But a woman doesn't see. He's looking like that, gossiping about someone else. See sideways. They think faster, but not far. Even through a crisis, the woman can be thinking through a crisis. A man does not. A man's brain is very slow. A man thinks slowly, but deeply. Right. This is the reason why we quarrel with women in most cases. Because a man will be saying, no, let me go and think about it. A woman will be thinking and talking, thinking and talking, thinking and talking, thinking and talking. And the man says, no, bring a check. I want to think. I'm thinking. A woman wants the response. And you are saying you are thinking. This is the reason why it is difficult for a woman to submit to a man. Because we are very slow to react. That's the major complaint of women. They are saying, my husband take ages to respond. Because for a man, you say, I need 5 days for it to ferment first. I have to think about it, let it ferment. When it has fermented, I'll bring the response. The woman says, I want the response now. Why are you not thinking now? You mean all along you have not been thinking? You need a chance to sit down and think. Then it is difficult for a woman to submit to a man. That's why God said, woman, I know you think faster. Submit to that man who takes ages to respond to your request. Submit. He knew that it would be difficult for a man. And what is difficult for a man is to love a woman. Very, very difficult. I'll break it down what it means to love a woman. So that when you go back, you'll be a man of action. You'll be a man, the woman will say that this man went for a conference and at least got something. Now, whatever I'm going to teach you, let's try to put it into practice and see whether it's going to make a difference. Right. So, a woman, I said, he is past-oriented. People are thinking about the past. So, what are the implications for this? It means you have to go to the past with her. If she starts talking to you about the wedding and your mother who did not dance during the wedding, or your mother who visited you and did not eat her food in 2007, you have to go down with her there. Don't say, how can you talk about 2007 when you are 2020? Are you sure? Don't do that. Go down with her. Go down with her and say, oh, sorry ma'am. Sorry, I don't know what had happened to my mother. I really don't know. I'm really sorry, my wife. Or if it's you, just say, I don't know what had happened to my head. Please forgive me, my wife. Otherwise, if you start disagreeing and dismissing, those are there are actually 4 D's when you're dealing with a woman. I remember, don't disagree, don't dismiss her feelings. Go down with her to that 2007, solve them, and then you come back. If you don't do that, the sun will set and rise, still talking. So the only thing, agree. Say, yes, my wife. I don't know what's wrong with my mother, but sometimes, my mother also doubt her sanity. I'm doubting her sanity. So that things move fast. Right. Right. Talking to a woman is not a want, it is a need. Just like thinking to a man is not a want, it is a need. Women want to talk. When she is upset, she needs to talk, and she needs you to understand her. You need to understand her. You have no choice. If you have to live with this creature that comes from another planet, you have to listen and understand her. men need space and acceptance. That's all. Women need to talk and men need space. That's why I said the most important thing for a man is to think. When a man is stressed, he wants to think. He goes to his cave. All of us here, you know our cave. When we are frustrated, we don't want to talk. We want our space. And by the way, when we are in that space, no one is allowed to come there. Even your best friend is not allowed to come to your space when you are on your own. That's a man. But a woman is not like that. He feels better when he talks to somebody in great detail about their problems. So she has to find somebody that she trusts and loves. And then she will talk at length about her problems. This is what I'm going through. This is what I'm going through. So as a man, it means if we deny our wives the opportunity to talk, it's like someone who is closing. What happens? It will shoot. So in other words, a woman's need is to talk every time. So as a man, don't say, you talk too much. A woman was designed to talk. That's what you should know. If you fight against that, my brother, you are applying for BP and mental something. Just allow you to talk. And you'll be saying, oh, really? Oh, that's bad. You must be good in that. I'm telling you. You may be thinking about your arsenal which was beaten. Really? Oh, shame. Oh, that's bad. Oh, shame. You are solving a lot of things by doing that. Otherwise, you'll be in trouble. You'll be thinking about your arsenal which lost the game, but be saying that to her. And make sure that she doesn't interpret your face saying, we are not interested in what we are saying. That will be an issue. Right. So for us men, we don't talk about things that are bothering us. We don't. We just think about them. Get into our cave and think about them. Because to a man, when you talk about your problem, you are inviting for, it's actually a sign of weakness to a man. When you see a man coming to you, you say, I have this problem. The problem did not start yesterday, my brother. It started a long time. And in most cases, it's already gone out of hand. When you hear a man say, hey, my brother, I have pains here. Oh, it's a serious problem. Don't take it lightly. Because the man started thinking about it to say, what can I do with this big pain? When you see him coming to you, it's already too late. The damage has already been done. And we are saying, as a man of action, let's take action. When we feel something that is not okay, let's seek for medical attention as fast as possible. Because most of us here, I see we are in the range of 45 and above, 50. I mean, I'm 50 and above, like me. Right. That's the 50th floor. The 50th floor is a lot. That floor. I mean, I'm not yet 50. Oh, more, I know, yes. These young guys. But very soon, we are also there. We are going there. That floor, that's when a lot of things are starting to happen. You feel this, you feel that. The urine is no longer going there, it's going here. And a lot of things are beginning to happen. So we are saying, as men, we should go for screening every now and then. Let's not be quiet and even telling our wives. We men don't even tell our wives, no, this is what I'm feeling. Just be quiet. Alright. So I say they feel better by talking and getting together and talk openly. They find someone she trusts and talk in great detail. Sharing is a sign of love and trust. Everything that goes wrong goes to the vocal point of the brain in a woman. Everything goes to, she has to talk about everything in order to solve. That's how we should solve it. Men, we solve things by what? Thinking in our case. A woman solves things by talking about everything in in great detail. Right. Complaining, what are the implications? Okay, I'll say here, a woman, when she's happy, she will talk. When she's sad, she will talk. When she doesn't feel how she's feeling like, she has to talk. So you must brace for that as men. Right. And then what are the implications? Sometimes complaining does not mean she's blaming you. You know, when my wife comes from work in the evening, she'll be telling me about everything that happened. And sometimes, because I already know these things, I'm just saying, okay. All right, okay. That's bad. You see? Before this knowledge, I'll offer solution. Say, do this. Why don't you do this? They don't want that. They don't want the solution. They want you to listen, not to offer solution. As men, we are very quick. A woman comes telling about her experience there, you say, oh, okay, do this. And the woman, after doing that, she becomes even more frustrated. Because she's saying, you are not concerned. You are not an understanding man. So you need to listen and understand her. Right, move on. Let me just pause here a bit and get some inputs from men. Anyone wants to say something? Okay, please, yes, my brother. It's not working.
You can't just keep on saying, if someone is telling you something and you keep on saying, what I say, because that can be used against you again to a further discussion. So,
Understanding woman is not easy, my brother. You have to know your woman. That's the first thing. The reason why I'm saying because you cannot be responding to everything, my brother. Remember, women have more words than men. So once you start a conversation, obviously you go out of words. That's why I'm just giving you hints to say, my brother, instead of just looking at him, just say, okay. You'll be short, you don't have anything to say now. That's why you resort to that. Otherwise, if you are quiet, it's even worse. It's even worse. You are not interested. You're useless man.
And sometimes giving advice, it comes back to you. She has a problem at work, you advise her, why don't you do 1, 2, 3? And if it doesn't work, it's like, oh, you're now sabotaging my work. So I think it's very important not to solve most of the problems, especially from the work. Because what you are getting is how she processes things, but not exactly how she sees it. So you will get answer. So the best thing is to understand, like you are saying. Okay, I understand, that's fair. But anyway, I think you have a way of dealing with these things in your work. So that you don't get so much deep in solving problems. Which when it doesn't work,
Again, I'll come back to you, my brother. Do you know that a woman, when she comes to you with a problem, she has a solution already? She comes to you with a problem and she has a solution. So if you wait for her to tell you in detail, at the end, she'll bring a solution to her own problem. That's how women are wired, my brother.
I wanted to ask a question. Okay, maybe you say that your mother did not dance at our wedding.
Yes.
And then you agree with her and say, my mother sometimes. I'm not questioning this because these people are, they do not click. Maybe by saying, my mother, it's like that. Maybe you're questioning things, you are making it work. And then the other issue is the issue of women who are big. We always think maybe whatever we do is about to pass because we are thinking looking for money. Because you need money, so you need money. So that's why everything what we do in a kind of a rush, because we are thinking of money.
Yes. Actually, men, their mind is so much on money, on making money. And the woman's mind is not on making money, using money. A man can be happy that he has made 1 million. And a woman can be happy that he has bombarded and used 1 million in a day. So we are different. I'm trying to show you that we are really different. Maybe can we try to respond to my brother's question to say my mother.
Thank you. I wanted to respond on that, which Mr. Ngube is talking, that if you say my mother sometimes misbehave like that, it's a way of saying accept her from that point of view. Don't just be worrying about what he's saying. She is like that. But you say it in a amicable way, in a wise way. You have a way to express it. Because sometimes it depends how you say it. If you say, I have seen my mother is totally a wrong person, then it will react. But try to find ways that you will make her understand and feel that you are on his side.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you so much. I think we can just proceed. Yes, my brother. Last question.
Is it not very well truthful? But to be truthful? No, I think the environment we are living in is not good. Maybe we should do the other stuff. Say no, not just say no now. Because it actually gives me a wrong impression. Right? And then if she tells you your mom is not dancing my wedding, the mom was not feeling well. Say, look, my mom is a jolly person. She was not please. Don't put any pressure that your mom is there. So I find it that's
My brother, if you want peace, and if you want to come to a conclusion, and then you are fit for work the following day, listen. Some of them, they don't need your intelligence to say, men are logical. Let me say this, men are logical. They use facts. My mother was not dancing because of it. Those are facts. Women don't use facts, they use feelings. I feel your mother did not bless our wedding or were not interested. I feel, no facts. If you say back your facts, it will be a big issue. We are different. We use facts, logic. But women don't do that. They use feelings. How do I feel? I don't feel. When she said I don't feel like it, a woman, do you know that one thing that made me to start researching about women? I had just bought a very expensive phone for my wife. Very expensive phone. After 1 week, she told me, standing teeth, you no longer love me. I said, what? You no longer love me. I went to collect the receipt of the phone. What is this? What is this? It is not a phone that I bought for you last week. Not even last month. Women are not using things, my brother. And again, when a woman says, you don't love her, she doesn't mean that. She doesn't mean that. To you, I mean, you don't love me. You mean I don't love you? I bought you a phone like this. I bought you a car. The car is still there. She doesn't mean that. She is saying, right now, as we speak now, I don't feel loved. Not even. Right now, I don't feel loved. That's where the problem is. We are not getting to that. That when a woman is communicating, a man interprets the other way now. That's where the problem is. That's why I use it to say, no, my mother was not feeling well. Don't you know that? She had an operation. No, not about that.
Thank you. This is very educative. I want to divert a bit and ask,
Why do women don't like the relatives from the men's side? I don't know whether I've gone far from what you are teaching, but I think it's interrelated. Yeah, maybe you can help me to understand really what is the issue.
If anyone wants to answer that? Why women? I talked about the war that is between mother-in-law and father-in-law. And I say it's all about what? Attention. Women want attention. That mother-in-law is also saying, this is my son. He stepped here for 9 months. And you now, because he's getting married, he's marrying you. He's not longer going to what? To give me the attention that I need. It's all about attention. Who is getting that? Whose attention?
Thank you. No, I wanted to answer that one aspect. Why women don't like the relatives of the side of the man. You said it, I wanted to say it's attention like you've been saying here, but another thing that I surprised me here, it's been stressing me a lot because I've been confused. Because sometimes my wife will be, you don't love me. I see that you don't. Sometimes you come to me and tell me how I love her, telling me all these things that I'm doing and all that is heavy, she's heavy. But sometimes she will tell me, you don't love me. So I was a bit confused, not to but today I got the answer. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, brother.
I think the other issue, apart from attention, the woman figure growing up with your mother, there are higher chances that you marry somebody like your mother. So there's already a clash. You see, that's why in our culture, you will be asked to go out of the house, because they know there will be that clash. If you actually analyze thoroughly your wife and analyze your mother, you'll get more answers. So these people clash naturally.
Sometimes even if the mother or the aunt is not saying anything, the woman will just say, but your sister, I feel your sister doesn't like me. There are people feelings, they're emotional. I think your mother, or always your mother or your auntie or your sisters. But the good thing, of course, as a man, you must be diplomatic. You have to protect your wife from the relatives, especially auntie, mother-in-law, and so forth. But in my own reasoning, do not throw away your relatives because of your wife. Did I say you should ignore your wife? No. I am saying find a way somehow. But don't turn away the relatives. Of course, you can talk to them and reason with them. You say, please, don't do this. I don't like it when you do this to my wife. But for you to turn against them and say, I'm no longer talking to my brother now. I'm no longer talking to my aunt now. You will otherwise disown all your relatives. And at the end, you will be laughing at you to say, you useless man. How can you not talk to your mother? Right. Okay, let's move on, guys. Oh, yes.
Mr. Ndweni,
Yes, sir.
can a man be really naughty? I only really love to be original, I mean, we are sitting in charge of women. You always compromise one way or the other.
Yes, as a man, you have to compromise. You have to compromise. Like I'm saying that a woman will determine everything, even during the wedding. You determine everything. For things to move, my brother, you have to compromise. Otherwise, during the wedding itself, you may be up in arms, argue. Remember, you as a man, you are looking at the facts. A woman doesn't look at the facts. It will take a time for her to understand the facts. So you as a man, you must read between the lines and do what is right. Please, can I just move on then? My brother will be the last one.
In time that when we get married, men have finished the project, and the woman is starting the project. But
to say she's starting a very complicated project of trying to change the person. So what advice can you give her? Because she will not change.
Actually, there's a part where I will address that. Changing a person. You are right to say it is difficult to change, but a woman will try because she's a fixer. She's a fixer. That's why I said when you get in the house, she wants to put things in order. She's a fixer, naturally. Right. So I said men are emotional, women are logical. They don't talk based on facts but on feelings. When he feels the love, he reaches a peak, and if not, her wave crashes. That's why my brother was saying that sometimes the wife will be talking good things that you are a loving wife, or a loving husband, love. Then all of a sudden, it changes. You are a useless man. Although she may not say you are a useless man, but the implication is that you are not doing anything. All you know is to one street only. Right. When low, she is unable to be acceptive and appreciative. On her downtime, she tends to be overwhelmed by emotions. 1 minute she's happy, the next minute things were okay. Things have just changed. Remember, I said the mind is what? Everything is in one box and it's rotating like this. And then it comes in front, then she starts talking about this. Right. So the thing is, as a man, don't try to fix her. Remember, men are fixers also. They want to fix. They want to give solution. Just listen, understand, empathize, give unconditional love. Trying to fix her is preventing her from feeling better. Remember, I said a woman, after talking, she feels better. After talking, she feels better. Right. Let her hit the bottom before she comes up. Let her go down deep to the bottom of the pit, and she will come out. And sometimes when she comes out of the bottom of the pit, she'll be having solutions to her own problems. So be a man, be a smart man. Don't bring her back by explanations why she should not be upset. That's the last thing that a woman wants to hear from a man. Say, what's on this one change? So, we change that. Mama, hey, when I want that in the Pezuba, what got you in a what double when we got that in the eye, I'm not taking to know. Right. Implications of emotional support. Men's love and support cannot solve a woman's issues. Even if you have love as deep as an ocean, you cannot solve all issues of women. You cannot prevent a woman from going down to a cave. You can't. Even if every day you're pumping blood, a love like this, every time, you can't solve all the woman's issues. All you can do is to make sure that she lands safely into a cave. That's what they're doing. But otherwise preventing it. Because the woman from nowhere, she can just change. Things have changed. You can't, even if you have bought her this and that, you can't prevent. Right. If her emotional tank is low, she will give everyone trouble at home. If her emotional tank is empty, so what is the implication as a man? Be topping up. Just like a car, you go and check the oil gauge, the fuel, you top it up. You don't wait until it is empty. Because when a woman is empty emotionally, there's nothing inside. It's hell for you. I'm telling you, everyone, children, parents and you, hell. Because the emotion, there's nothing in the tank. So every time you must be investing inside the tank, make sure that there's something. Petting her like this, I love you, you are the best woman, you are this and that, you buy her flowers. That's how you top up the tank. So in marriage there is work, my brother. If you want to live longer, just do that. I'm telling you. Otherwise, if you use your intelligence, say, I'm paying school fees, my child is outside the country, this. The woman wants gifts. That's what she wants. your child about that and talk about, no, you see the economy of the country. You are not the Minister of Education or for Finance. Give her what she deserves. Give her. Right, we'll talk about this when we talk about romance. Right. Emotional engagement in this man, that's why I mean after climaxing, he wants to separate. And the woman wants to cuddle more. Right. Women replenish by companionship and men replenish by space. You need space. That's all. Right. And then the other thing that men are crude and women are refined. Right. Even the raw material that is used for making men is different from that was used for making men, the women. A man, God formed us from the dust. And a woman was made from the finest bone, which is the rib. That's why most men, they're not good looking. Are we good looking? There are very few who are good looking. The rest of us just, the men. But women, beautiful. Sometimes you can even watch it. Look at a woman just passing there. Look at the structure. Look at the. You'll be watching, looking, following her like this. Oh. When your wife, you are just admiring the beauty. It's not that you are in love. You are just admiring what? The structure, my brother. But the man, big stomach. Yes. Even the process of making it. When God was making men, it's like he was just squeezing the dust, But for a woman, it's like he was skillful, modeling, molding something. That's why most women are good looking. Right. What are the implications for this? This is the reason why men, if I would ask you, when did you last change your boxer short? Or wash? When did you last wash your boxer short? And they say men wash their boxer short by smelling. I still okay. I'm still okay. And he wants to wear it. He has already worn it for maybe 2 weeks. And he wants to wear it again for another week before washing. But a woman is not like that. Women are refined. They know when to change. They even change their clothes, their underpants twice a day. They don't change by smelling. No. They know when to change and wash. Right. So what are the implications? Give more allowance to a girl child. Because she has more needs than a boy child. Right. A man just needs 50 puller for Chiscom. Right. Just Chiscom, 50 puller. It's enough for 1 month. And your BS, you're done. A woman, that 50 puller, my brother, is passed to a place where she's going to make her hair. Pass 50 puller. Going to make my hair in the airport junction. She's staying in her body. Your 50 puller is enough for everything. Right. Right. Because a woman will have to touch the hair and retouch. Have you ever heard of that? Retouch. My wife was just moving. She had put a very nice hairstyle. And then just a few days, was I'm going to change this. You're changing this? Yes. And the bill, my brother. Retouch. And sometimes she has to buy a wig. And before she puts on that wig, she has to plait the hair and then put the wig on top. Plating first and then put on the wig again. That's a woman for you. Right. Now for a man, when you are singing, you just need 1 bar green bar soap. Green bar soap for men. That soap we are going to use it for washing your clothes, washing yourself, washing plates, washing your car. It's like a national soap. For everything. But a woman, I'm telling you, there is soap for every part of the body. Soap for the face, soap for the body, and even creaming. There's face cream, hand cream, body cream. But for a man, cream is cream. Cream is cream. Sometimes we don't even apply cream. We don't know if we lift up and show us don't job. That's how we shall make porridge. That's meant for you. And sometimes, do you know what this is? Towel. I'm going to do. Okay, this is, I mean, towel is a goal. But we don't know how to take your time. So it means we have to be patient because they like that process of doing. When I'm just looking at the project, I have to, but that's what at the end. Right. Even when it comes to buying shoes. No, myself I have two shoes. Black and, I have this black one and brown one. Two. I wear with everything. But a woman is not like that. You will have navy blue, light blue. Which other blue? Sky blue. Which other blue? Blue. And lapho sakhuluma ngokwa high heel with all those ones. When we are flat, when we are sandal, when we are pushing in. So always go about. Woman is refined, a man is crude. Right. So everything is right. And then you have a thing that men are sexual driven and women are love driven. Sexual driven and men are love driven. Things that take on men are not, that's the unfortunate part. Things that take on men are not the same thing that take on women. Actually, men, truth be told, brothers, men need to be turned off. We are always, isn't it? Unless you are now on the 50th floor or 60th floor. But in most cases, anything triggers a man. Man is on already. So if possible, because in most cases, most things that get us into trouble is controlling our sexuality. Our making sure that we control ourselves in as far as sex is concerned. That's what is getting us into problems. And to a woman is the opposite. It is love. A woman will do stupid and silly decision because of love. How many of our sisters will be abused by their husbands? And when you ask them, oh, but he loves me. The eyes like this is blue. Beaten every day. But he loves me. So women do silly decisions based on love. And men love. So what are the implications for this? It means to get a woman into a mood, you have to touch her. Remember, a woman is a process. So you have to touch her. And when you are touching a woman, you know, a man, there's only one sensitive spot in a man. Which is that, my brother? One spot. The genital organs. That's the spot that is sensitive to us as a man. Right. But a woman is not that. But for a man, when he's touching, he knows where to go. He goes to them. Because he thinks that a woman is like him. A woman is different. Because if he start touching the shoulders, the neck, it's sensitive as well. Don't just go there. Sometimes when you go there and touch the genital organs, the woman gets frustrated. What are you doing? Start anywhere, my brother. It's sensitive everywhere. Touch. Right. Hold your hands when I have the more. They like that because you are preparing for evening, for the process of evening. So touch here and be swimming there. Don't say, no, I want to swing my arms, my son. Are you a soldier? When they were recruiting for the army, why didn't you say I'm here? So that you'll be swinging your arms. When you are married, hold your hands in the mall. They like that. Because by so doing, you are clearing a lot of misconception. Because remember, women are suspicious by nature. Not that we have done something. No. They already know about you, about men. That men cheat, men are like this. Even if you have not cheated, my brother, there's still that element of suspicion. I may not trust men. Get the point? So every time you have to clear those because no, even at the mall you can walk together. and even kiss her in front of your old girlfriend if possible. To clear all those misconceptions. Right. Okay. Right. To express true feelings, women assume poetic stance and use superlatives and metaphors and other generalizations. You hear a woman say, you have never bought me anything. Ekuluma konapo irisida ulosese naye. Ezifuna yako nakagizwe. You have never done anything for me. You have never, that is a superlative. Men take these expressions literally and react and support it. They take it literally. Oh, you mean I don't love you? Or you want to say, I know, go away. He doesn't mean that. Right. Right. Now this is what the woman says. Let us talk. When a woman says, let us talk, let's say and then the woman says, when you come back, let's talk. My brother, I want to say those are when your mind will be going to and fro. That's the worst thing that a man wants to hear. When he says, let's talk in the evening when you can. That's the best. Right. So when a man hears, you are in trouble. That's what a man hears. Number two, when a woman says, you know, Mr. George, where is Mr. George? Yes, Mpangazita. Right. When a woman says, Mr. George is doing well, saying it to you, how George, what does a man hear? You are not a man enough. You don't measure up. That's what it means. Right. Or I am tired. I have a headache. Usually in the evening. That is usually I am tired. What does it mean here? I don't want sex. The woman said, the implication that she doesn't want sex. Do you want supper? What does it mean here? I hope you have eaten where you were. Where will you be this weekend? What does it mean here? I want to control you. This woman wants to control you. That's what it means. So you can see, the woman is saying this, the man is interpreting it the other way around. That's where the confusion is. Right. Or a man, it's the other way around. A man says, a woman comes to you, hey, I'm 17 man, we're better man. I'm glad this, I'm glad this, I'm glad this. And then when as a man says, I know, I'm not going to know. Yes, I know. What does the woman hear when you offer a solution? Because us as men, we are solution oriented. Yet a woman doesn't want the solution. She wants you to listen, understand, empathize. That's what she wants. When I say we are the correct solution, you are made that. Right. I don't care about your views. That's what the woman is. When I make a solution, uzwa ukuthi ana ndaba lawo. Abekuthi uzwani njani akungeke. Right. And this one we like it most. I don't be emotional. And we know women are emotional. Don't be emotional. Don't be emotional. What does the woman hear? Your feelings are not important. I don't care about what you are going through. Or sometimes she tells you and says, but when I'm working as a man, you feel there's nothing tangible here. That can make someone very angry. Then you say, there's nothing wrong here. What does he hear? You have offended me. And then number 4, you look beautiful. You are telling your wife, you look beautiful today. Especially when you have not said it. It's your first time to say it. What does the woman hear? I have never seen you beautiful because you never dress properly. Even when a woman tells me, Ngubani ukutshele kunoku? Ngubani ukutshele kunoku ufunde kunoku? Ufunde ngani? Ukuzwe ngani? Who told you that? Right? When a woman says what she means, where are you? Meaning, I am checking where you are, with who, doing what. She listens to even the background sound. When a woman phones you, she listens even the background noise. Udunga. So, the most important thing is that, like I said, the woman is always suspicious. So before she asks you where you are, as a man, you must be proactive. If you are a man of action, you must make sure that you tell her where you are every time. And if possible, send pictures. I'm in my office, you see, the fan is here. You see, I'm in church, here is the speaker. You say, a woman is suspicious, my brother. Don't say, but what is the logic? There's no logic. The woman is suspicious naturally. So to clear up those misconceptions, you have to do that. I don't have anything to wear. What does the woman mean? It means it doesn't have new clothes. But when a man says it doesn't have new, I don't have clothes to wear, it means my clothes are dirty. My clothes are dirty. When a woman says, what are you doing tonight? She's saying, I want to be with you. I hope you don't have any other plans. Right. Or if a woman says, hey, there's this guy who's always calling me. What does it mean? She means she's still on the market. So if you don't play your games properly, other men will snatch you. Right. What time are you coming home tonight? She means, who are you with? Who are you with? Right. So I said, yeah, rather than waiting for this question, say earlier where you are. Tell you the time where you are, when you'll be coming home. Because sometimes men, we just go or disappear. And we don't tell our wives where we are going and when we'll be coming back. It's important that we tell them, I'm going to Game City. I'll be back sometime. Just bring everything. That's what I explained. You don't love me. He said, at this moment, I don't feel loved. I was like, I'm telling you, Sean. Last week. No, it doesn't mean that. At this time, I don't feel your love. Leave me alone. Show me you don't want to leave me. Remember, these people are coming from a different planet, where there's a language. If you come here to Botswana, you speak Setswana, and someone will interpret in English or whatever. You understand? So they speak their own language. So where they come from, that's what it means. Right. What do women need? Number one, if you look at Ephesians 5:25 says, husbands, love your wife just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up to her. Right. I want to break it down. I think after this, then I'll ask for some questions, contributions. I want to break it down for you what it means to love a woman. What does it mean to love a woman? Love to a woman means attention. Love to a woman means giving her attention. When she comes home, my brother, switch off everything and notice that she has arrived. If you're on the phone, stop and look at her as she's coming in. That's attention. Does it make sense to a man? No. But does it make sense to a woman? Yes, she needs that. It's like, a car needs petrol. It needs petrol to move. But you don't like the petrol yourself. But you pour petrol, but the car needs that. So you do exactly what a woman needs. Not something that makes sense to you. So she needs attention. She cannot be in 4 hours. 4 hours in the saloon. And then when you come home, say, where's my food? Where's my food? I'm hungry. And you have not even said anything about her hair, the hairstyle, the new hairstyle. The first thing, your hairstyle is nice. You look gorgeous. And then, where is my food? Don't start with food before you address the what? Right. So she needs attention. Because if you do that, that is capital offense. That warrants life imprisonment. Right. A woman needs romance. And romance does not mean, it's not expensive. It just means doing those small things in a great way. Those small things in a great way. Number one, we have to know the perfume that she likes. Do you know the perfume that your wife likes? What's the name of the perfume, sir?
She changes, I don't know.
She changes. You have to, when she changes, you must know. Keep up with the best, my brother. Right? So you know the perfume that she likes, buy it, wrap it in a nice paper or whatever package. Package it nicely. And then inside, you put a note to say, I know you will find it the way I found you. I know you will find it the way I found you. And then you hide it somewhere where she's going to see. And one day when she's making order, she comes up across this nice packet, she opens, she finds a perfume. There's no for a perfume. And there's a note again inside. I know. Maybe you are at work and things are happening at home, preparing for the evening ministry. Right. And she will be happy throughout. Because women, they will score you points for knowing the perfume, 5 marks. Wrapping it, another 5 marks. So 10 out of 10. For the effort. That is romance. That is romance. Romance is not an expensive thing. Romance also means, let's say you are working in Francistown or you are working somewhere and you normally visit here on Fridays. You don't tell her that you are coming. You are wasting romance. Make it a surprise. Maybe tell her, I'm not coming. I'm busy. Who got you pass that? And the village, they call you. They want to touch you. I'm a devil. She will be saying, you are here, but you said you're not coming. But of course, you have to know your woman, because you can be in trouble for that. So, you are a spy, you are coming to spy. Right? Calling here and updating here about what you'll be doing. Let's keep them updated. If there's something that you are updating in your company, maybe you are changing anything, changing name or changing anything, let's update them. No, many women are complaining that I don't even know that my husband is a company. Or he doesn't, I've never been there. I like Nyatana Ufuya. So every time I go and do cake management practices like dosing, dehoning, my wife will be there as well. Because I'll be showing her how it is done. She has to know where I buy medication for the animals. We did them now. That's why you find that a man who was owing maybe 100 years of cake, when he dies, those cake follow. Because there's no dosing, the woman doesn't know anything. So let's involve them. Right, so update them. Help with home chores. Home chores, let's help them. Because especially nowadays, most of our women are working. And we need to assist them. You cannot be sitting there watching television and say, I'm hungry. When she's from work also, just like you. Let's help them as well. I remember the other time, a couple had just wedded and they went for a honeymoon. And then the lady decided to iron the men's trousers. It was a new trousers that the men wore for the first time. And during the process of ironing, he bent the trousers. And there was a very hole on the trousers. And then this lady was, what? How am I going to tell this man? What will I do? Then after getting courage, he told the man, said, no, I bent your trousers. And then the man looked at the trousers, looked at the woman, looked at the trousers. What do you think he said? What do you think he said? You don't know. What do you think? Just guess it.
I must have done well. You try.
You try. What did you do? Right. So this guy said, thank God my leg was not inside. Thank God my leg was not inside. That's attitude for you, my brother, in marriage. That's the positive attitude that you must have. Otherwise, someone will say, what? That's my what? But you have to have a positive attitude. Spend time with children. Do homework with them. Go for consultation. I am a teacher by profession, by the way. I see most persons are doing that way. Most men are the ones who are picking the kids. They come and drop the kids, pick them up. That is okay. Because to a woman, she interprets that to be love for her. When you pick, you help them do homework. When you come and pick them, attend a consultation, to her, that is love for her. Right. Don't try to change her. My brother, we're talking about changing. Her mom could not change him. So don't try to change her. If she's that kind of a person who is saying, don't try to change her. All you can do is to put cotton wool on your ears. So that you don't hear that this is frustrating you. Or you join her in the noise. Because the Bible says the two shall become one. Right. Someone was saying, what about if I don't like the food that she cooks? Before I got married, there were certain food that I did not even want to see. Like idele, okra. I didn't want to see okra. But now, if you ask Mr. Moy, I am the biggest buyer of idele now. Why is that so? It's because my wife taught me to like idele. Otherwise, to me, it was not saying, oh, yeah, so good about Amadoda now. Idele. But now, there is what is called acquired taste. Acquired taste. I remember my son, he went to India. The first thing that he was complaining that the food there is full of spice and is bitter. He was always complaining every day. Every day message is coming. Food is bitter, food is... But now, he has learned to like that food. He eats and even asks for more. So what am I saying? That if your wife is cooking food which you don't like, you have to develop an acquired taste, my brother. Don't try to change. Actually, it's difficult to change message. Very, very difficult. This is the reason why there's wars in marriage. Because the woman is trying to change the man, and is trying also to change the man. Like that. Now, that's why Paul says in Philippians 4, verse 11, is it 1? No, 11. He says, I have learned to be content with everything. I've learned to be content with everything. Right? Can I just open up so that we comment, we ask questions? Yes, my brother.
I wanted to ask you whereby there is a situation. I'm married, I have a family, but most of the time, my wife brings the relatives at home. I don't have a problem with that. But once my relative says, I'm visiting her already, I don't have space to sleep, and I tell my wife, so many issues rise.
Yes, my brother. Very true. That's a very, very common problem, isn't it? Very, very common. Even the less changes are low. Come on, relative, you know, I can why is it? Just answer that.
I think the other thing is acknowledging her. What I mean is, they are not supposed to call you your relatives. By calling her, they are acknowledging her as the woman of the house. In most cases, when it comes that way, they feel elevated. But at least this guy notices that I am the mother, then they are asking for permission on that side. And the other thing I normally advise, especially young couples when they are planning to get married, put everything in the table. For example, you are dating, you are thinking of marriage, you have to discuss how are we going to deal with our finances, number one. Two, how are we going to deal with the relatives who are visiting us? Because when you want to talk about it, because someone is coming, it's like you don't like my relatives. But when you agree before anyone comes, and you have set rules kind of within that family, how we are going to do it, it becomes easier. And if, let's say, for example, it's your brother coming, you've already set those rules. It's your duty to sit down with your brother when your wife is there. You want to stay with us here, this is how you're going to stay with us. Take it or leave it. If it's the wife's side doing that, do you do that? It helps. But the problem is, we don't discuss these things until they are there. That's where the problem starts.
Thank you.
I want to add on what my brother. I learned again is that families, on men's side, it is advisable that they call the lady. On the lady's side, it is advisable that they call, then it works.
Thank you very much. Anyone? Yes, brother.
Hallelujah. I'm trying to, it is always been an issue. But the issue, I remember one of the day, there was a wedding in Kuluman BICC. Then Muruti Machobo was the one who was coordinating the marriage. He said there was a man who was married, and the mother of the lady passed away. And he said to the lady, our mother is dead home. And the lady said, it's a problem. But he didn't tell you that your mother is dead. He said, our mother is dead. He didn't clarify the question. Then they said, they were in South Africa, then they buy everything. They buy a lot of cabbages. But when they come to this side, he said, we are not going to our side, but it's your mother dead. Then the lady was worried, why did he tell me that is my mother? So I'll buy the better concern. So I'm going there. So it's always been like the issue when it comes to men, but the side of ladies always been put in a high spot. But when we are married, the side of a man goes to a lady, a side of a lady goes to a man, whereby there is no question.
Thank you, my brother. These things is all about socialization, how you're socialized, how you're brought up. Like what my brother said, you have to discuss these things well before
don't discuss them when it has just happened. Ngiyakhumbula silungiselela umshado. Umfundisi wasitshela khona Nkosi yakho umfundisi my brother lapha ukuthi wena njengendoda khangela izihlobo zikabani zomkakho. La umkakho ngabe kuyile kube ngodidizelayo ukuthenga lokuyana nalokuyana. Gradually it will make sense in her as time goes on. Right.
I agree with that to say you can tell, like me, I tell my in-laws, they talk to me when they need something, and my wife vice versa. But sometimes it doesn't work. I'm saying sometimes. Let me give a scenario. Let's say I've got my siblings, I'm taking care of them, and then she comes into the picture. I'm the one who has been paying fees for these people. Now they ask, Madam, she says we've got no money. They are calling my wife now, asking for fees that I've been paying every month. Now that I'm married to her, she says, there's no money. And I'm the one I'm the sole provider. They don't have any other alternative. This can lead to me saying, let me answer to my own relatives because I can't now change desert them because of my wife.
Okay, I think it goes back to what my brother said, that these issues need to be discussed well before. Before you get married, sit down with your wife and tell her your responsibility. I have my siblings that I'm educating. I'm paying fees every month. Right. There's no one to do that. I am the one who does that. Please. So that you put it into the picture. Otherwise, if you hide it, it will be a problem when you are now sending money via the pipeline.
Okay, thank you. Yes, we are indeed learning a lot, but I'm worried that our wives are not here.
Yes.
So that they also hear, what they will need to do. I think we'll have to arrange that we talk to them as well and tell them on their side, because some of the things are not sustainable for us as men, to say as much as they appreciate the big love, small things, but I don't think it's there men here who can sustain opening the door of a car, 365 days. I think that one is not sustainable. The lucky ones are our wives. Sometimes if we go with our korokoros where the door can't open, but really all things being equal, that's not sustainable. They also need to be told. As much as they are emotional, they need love, but some things are not sustainable over a long term.
Right. So generally, like I said, that a woman is very difficult. It is difficult to be a woman. Did I talk about that? Did I talk about it? Yeah. That is difficult. Why it is difficult to be a woman? I didn't talk about it. I'm supposed to do it, but time now.
I 2 minutes to talk about it.
Good morning, ladies. Right. On my side, I'm actually looking at the time. We don't look at things as they are. Let's say if I've got parents, my father has got hypertension, my mother has diabetes. At the end of the day, financially, money will actually be going towards my side. Not because I don't like her side, because their parents are okay. So at the end of the day, but then most of the time there's no understanding. We took a lot of money to decide. But it's because there's a need. And because there's a need, she must understand that. No compromise. But if it's their side as well, there's less on our side, then we will send it aside. I think it must be understood by the ladies. The money is going aside because of it.
Thank you very much. I wish women could understand, but we said sometimes that women don't take it that way because they are not logical like men. You say, but there's a need. If you send 20, let's say you send 500 pull at that side, even if that side is no need, she will want you to send that side. That's how they are. They want the equation to be balanced. Right. Now there are two issues that I want to talk about, but time is not on my side.
Okay. I think They used to go and they watch your mother, do everything for your mother. Buy even chocolate for your mother. And when you put them in the house, that is it. And I don't know how we can solve that. They are very, 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 very good for me. Once you bring them home,
women, there's a point that I also wanted to talk about, that women are dramatic. They are really dramatic, like what my brother is saying. Very, very dramatic, full of drama.
Thank you. I also wanted to concur with my uncle there about sustainability. You talked about holding hands, that they always want to be held hands. Over time, if especially as who are at fifth floor, you've got a lot of responsibilities. You are thinking of school fees, you are thinking of buying grocery, you are thinking of building. Honestly, holding hands, at times you can do it, but at times you can't sustain it.
My brother, I said car needs petrol. You don't need petrol. A woman needs that, whether you don't need that. But you do it because the woman needs it. Whether you sustain or not, you have to do it because she needs that. Right. Can I just go through quickly? Love means kissing every day for no reason. Men will kiss the trophy after winning the World Cup, but they don't kiss their wives. There's a study that was carried, a scientific research that was carried out, that men who kiss their wives every morning before they go to work, they live an average of 5 years longer than those who don't. Scientific, I'm not a scientist, but that's what science has said. So if you want to live longer, my brother, kiss them in the morning before you go to work. Right. And those who kiss their wives in the morning, they earn 30% more money. And then the other one says they also have fewer accidents. Those who kiss their wives. Because when you kiss your wives, very good hormones flow through you. So you become alert. No accidents. So my brother, if you want to live longer, don't wait until it's at night, then you start looking for a lip to kiss. Do that in the morning and live longer and earn more and avoid accidents. Right. Can we move on? Yes, and then there's this story. This couple went to see a counselor. They were having their marriage was in doldrums. They were always fighting. So they went to see a counselor. Then they got the counselor started asking, what is the problem? The man started relating. My wife is like this, like this, like this, like this. Then they asked the wife, what is your problem? Then the woman said one thing. She doesn't suck my breast. What other problem? No, I don't have any problem. She doesn't suck my breast. Then the counselor asked me, why don't you suck her breast? Why don't you suck her breast? That's the major complaint. This man was, I think he was a church elder. And he said, no, don't do that. I cannot use my mouth that I use for preaching Jesus and use the same mouth to suck a woman's breast. I can't do that. Then the counselor said, no, woman, can you just move out? Let me talk to this. Let me knock sense to this man. And then this man asked the counselor, let's be honest, yourself, do you suck your breast? Your woman's breast? You yourself, counselor, do you suck your woman's breast? Then the counselor said, my brother, I am the chairperson of the National Association of Sucking Breast. I'm the chairperson. I suck breast like sucking goat. Oh, I sure said yes. Go and try it. They said, okay, let me go and try it. And then after 6 months or so, the man came back driving a jeep. Then the counselor said, you're driving a jeep. Where did you get the jeep? Said, my wife bought it after sucking a breast. So my brother, if you want a new car, You want to change that Honda Fit. There is the formula. Don't be afraid of doing these things, some of these things. Right. And then, can I just talk briefly, this is the end, about a woman, why it is difficult to be a woman. You know, a woman, I said she uses two sides of the brain. Right. So it means she is receiving a lot of information that she's processing. As we are just using one side. So a woman's brain is like a machine or what you call a smartphone. You know, a smartphone, as you are using it, something can just pop up. It's an advent. It's an app that you have to update. It's something that you have to delete. It's something that you have to do something just on its own. So that is exactly what happens to a woman. As she is thinking, something just comes in. Advent. Something comes in to update. So it is difficult to manage all those emotions. It is difficult to be a woman because a woman goes through periods. All of us here as men have never gone through periods. Have you ever imagined if you could have just periods for 1 week? You would think the world is coming to an end. I'm telling you. But women go through all that. The periods. Sometimes there is ovulation that takes place. The release of an egg from the ovary to the oviduct for possible fertilization. And if it is fertilized, implantation takes place, where the fertilized egg attaches itself on the walls of the uterus. All those things are changing. The hormones are changing the mood swings of a woman. And if fertilization doesn't take place, menstruation takes place. A woman takes these family planning pills or whatever. Do you know that these things are changing a lot of the mood swings of a woman? A lot. Women are going through a lot. We need to understand that. Sometimes they have cramps which are caused by a lot of things that are happening in their bodies. You find that's why from nowhere she just changes. It's because she's going through something. She will start crying from nowhere and asking you about something that happened a long time ago. It's difficult for a woman. Very difficult. Can you imagine there's 4 hours in a salon? Sometimes they put their head in that hot thing and they have no choice, they just turn inside just to look beautiful. And sometimes after looking beautiful, no man says, I love you. After buying all that nice makeup, dress and the like, and no man is showing up. It's difficult to be a woman. It's not easy. They're going through a lot. They're going through a lot, which is changing their hormones. Hormone imbalance, which also affect their mood swings. So we need to be patient about women. When they start going through those ups and downs, twists and turns, we need to be patient. I think because of time, let me end here. I'll give maybe 1 or 2 to comment.
I really appreciate what you are saying, but I think men are also going through those difficult periods. Because now when we are doing like DNA paternity study, the outcome, you find the men is looking after this girl or boy, and he's now an adult, and it's not his baby, it's not his child. And now when you actually tell you, these people are very secretive. And I think Mr. Ngulu was right, they are very secretive. You'll be looking after a good man kissing, lady, whatever, but it's not your child. And you discover afterwards the father is coming up. They really come back.
Very true what my brother is saying. Very, very true. But we are saying, you see, those ones are external, the problems. But here we're trying to say those problems that are emanating, that are within the woman, because of biology, the way she was made, thing that is going through, there's no way she can get rid of periods. Or sometimes after periods there's menopause, which also comes with its own challenges on its own, changing a lot of things. So as men, we need to be really patient with the women. Anyone who wants to? Yes, my brother.
Well, we appreciate as much as we get what you are saying, but as men, we shouldn't really forget ourselves. That we are also human. We are dealing with other human beings. We are beings as individuals. We can't take all this load on the road. We were not given that gift, and we don't have the capability. But we have the capability of carrying our own load as men. Let's not find ourselves being overclouded by actually trying to look after the woman and forgetting our role as a man. We should be coming to a point whereby we are able to control some of these things because we have that title. We can't be going in story because it kills the whole family. If the wife says, I think we got to move from this neighborhood and go to Bakalan. If you say, we will see, you are giving an impression which goes all the way to the family. And if that happens, it takes away your self-esteem also. So being a man is whereby you come straight away and say, you know what, this is not going to work. We should find peace and comfort in what we have. Make them realize who you are and let them understand how you should be living, rather than pretending and trying to get an individual out of the overall picture. It works. If you understand your wife and he understands you and you understand the whole family, this issue of no, she hates my relatives or vice versa, it doesn't exist. Because the more you understand your wife and the more she understands you should be able to draw lines. For instance, if you get married to a working wife and the parents are not working and your parents are working, obviously there's a clear-cut line whereby you should think as a man to say, look, I want to look after my in-laws. You look after them. You take the responsibility. You don't need to be told. You don't need to go through a class. Similarly, vice versa. I remember I schooled with some people who the only person who was working was the wife. And the man was just home. And everything was super. They were happy. I never even saw my father kissing my mom till she passed on. But trust me, what I learned from these people and the love, so glorious. And then it also depends on our values. To me, what I impart to the family, if I teach them kissing, I don't know what goes all the way around. But to me, kissing my wife in front of our kids in dining room and stuff, like it's not something that I would actually encourage my kids to do. I consider it's a good thing for my wife, but not for my kids to see doing with the wife. So it depends on our values.
Thank you very much, my brother. Like we are saying that it depends on our values. Because some say your kids must know love, how to love a woman from you, the way you love your mother. Now, we all come from different schools of thought. Someone would say, no, I cannot kiss my wife in front of my kids. But others encourage that you must show love to your wife so that your kids can see how to love. Because if you don't do that, how will they know? And then the other issue that you raised is that if you are moving from here to Pagalan, you cannot just be saying, yes, it's very true, my brother. I say women are emotional. When you want to buy a car, a new car, let's say you want to buy a safe, and you tell your wife, I want to buy a safe with 2 exhaust, 700 horsepower, 240 kilometers per hour, with a turbocharger and the like. That does not make sense to a woman. Because a woman wants to see, how am I going to benefit in this equation, in this car that you are buying? If you are buying a sports car with 2 seats, make her understand. You say, no, this is just 2 seats. You'll be sitting here, I'll be sitting there, going for shopping. You are speaking the language of the woman if you do that. So we are saying in everything that we do, if we want really to to make our women understand. Let's make them see. Let's appeal to their emotional side. Because women are 100% emotional. So let's make them explain how they are going to benefit emotionally.
Thank you very much. I've learned a lot, and I can testify to that. I think being a man is a privilege because, as Ruala is saying, you are in control. Don't ever believe that, okay, because a woman is emotional, then you cannot control her. But what you need to do, as somebody said, put her in the driver's seat and then you control the vehicle. That is what a woman understands. She would appeal more to how you are accommodating what she wants than you are actually getting what you want.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my brother, for that contribution. Yes, madam.
Thank you. You are learning a lot here about the issue of kissing a woman almost every day. I think you need to be sensitive, especially if you were not doing it. If you were not doing it. So, just be careful. You need to even approach how you do it. And we are from the conference now. We are going back. Then we are starting something new. You need to be very, very careful. It might be used against you. Say, where did you learn this? But I think it's safe to say from the conference, from the men's conference, this is what I learned. Then you put it into practice. But if you just come from nowhere, then that's it. Or there's someone who taught you this.
Thank you. I think I support what you are saying. It's true, really. Because there might be any fire. Who taught you this? Teach you. Even if I can say it's from conference, she will not believe. Right, I'm coming to a point where you say there's something that we mentioned there about the emotion of women. Yes. That they are quickly wanted attention, quickly to need to listen to them. It is true. I think that's where other men, women, we end up taking a decision. That is wrong decision. Later we regret the whole family. But it's true to listen to them and then you advise or agree with them, since they have that emotion. Thank you.
I also wanted to comment what my brother said, that as a man you must be on the steering. As a man. Men that's why the Bible says a man is the head of who? Of the family. Of the woman, not the family. Of the woman. Right. So being a head is a responsibility. It means responsibility. It does not just come because you eat 2 pieces of meat. No. It comes with responsibility. So as a man, play your role. Know your role and play it well. Now the reason why we were so much on women is because the topic says understanding a woman. You know, I like what Mr. Bebe said, that if it was possible next time, organize for couples, so that these women will be here. And the best thing is that at one time, as men, if you want a conference like this, ask a woman to come and tell you about women. And then you invite me to tell women about men. I follow? Yes, that makes sense. Or we'll be together. Because some of these things, when you try to put it into practice, you might find some challenges. But if the woman was here to also ask to say, this, everything will be clarified. Otherwise, thank you so much. I really appreciate your comments. Thank you. Hallelujah.